We throwing off the vibe, and I don't got time for that. It's all about the vibe. All that I got time for. I got the moves, stack with me. Don't come through with bad energy.
So even with all the buildings along the Las Vegas Strip and all the action here, this is one of the city's biggest attractions. Allegiant Stadium opened back in 2020. Today it's week 4, and we've got what should be a great one here, as it'll be the Cincinnati Bengals taking on the Las Vegas Raiders. Fall is in the air, and the NFL season is in full swing, and we're underway here in week 4. This will be returned from deep in the end zone. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. So the drive's going to start with Pollard, and just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. That one's complete out to Michael Mayer. And they're going to get this beyond the 30 before it's taken down. A first down there on a pickup of 25. First drive here, and the first time that we've called a big tight end's name, but I can assure you this, Charles, it won't be the last.
No, it won't, because when he gets going, now it opens up opportunities on the perimeter, because that'll draw the defense towards him in the middle of the field. Now your wide receivers will get involved as this game goes on.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. He gets this to Davante Adams. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people. But you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
So they'll come up in Bengals territory now with a 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. Pollard will take it up the gut. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. The Raiders at 1-2 through the first 3 weeks of the season. And they got off to the tough 0-2 start, but come off a very important first win of the season last time out.
And it's tough when you find yourself at an early season crossroads, but that's exactly where they were. At 0-2, they were thinking if we fall to 0-3, things can spin out of control. But now at 1-2, they shouldn't feel the need to press out there. They're now back in a good spot. Find a way to win some games and keep moving forward.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
Against a team coming off a win just as your team did the previous week, you talk about being physical all game long. Sometimes being physical is just being on the spot and helping force the incompletion.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Trying to get it to Adams, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Pat Surtain. And the Bengals are going to get possession here as they force the opening drive turnover. So far this season, this defense has had their issues against the pass, so that's a great sign for them to get the early pick.
Yeah, confidence builder for them and an absolute shock for the quarterback, because he went into it, he saw the numbers we saw, he watched them on tape. I think he came into this one thinking this is going to be a big day, and it very well could be. But early in this one, advantage defense.
Here we go. Burrow going to lead up the Bengals here, 1st and 10 at their own 44. the play fake. He'll look to throw. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. And the defense loses him. It's complete. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. Julio Jones, his second touchdown on the season. And the Bengals are on the board first here in Vegas. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. Breaks through the contact. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down officially at the 21. And we got a pause following the play because it appears a member of the Bengals in some discomfort. We'll take a break and get a report from Vegas after this. The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others.
And his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Picked off by Pat Surtain. And the return will be stopped at the 34-yard line. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. They go play action with Burrow. He gets it to Diane Wright. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. First carry for DeAndre Swift. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you got to continue to try and run and try and keep the defense honest.
You mean or else they'll just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down?
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this first quarter. Now they go play action now. Burrow. And that is caught. He's got it for a Bengal touchdown. Jonnu Smith, an 18-yard touchdown grab. And the Bengals lead this now 13-0 here in the opening quarter of the ball game. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And it's now 14-0. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. He will return this from deep in the end zone. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line. So bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision. Loses him about 4 yards. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive. Because remember, last time out, they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back. But make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
They'll go with Pollard here on first down. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. Now, this defense for the Bengals, they were very solid last week in the victory over Baltimore.
And how'd you like to be the quarterback reviewing the game tape from last week and seeing this defense on the spot on almost every snap? If the ball was in the air, they took it away. If the ball was popped free, they picked it up. 5 takeaways in last week's game.
You talk about this Bengals defense. They were very solid last week in the victory over Baltimore.
I don't know what the actual percentages are. I don't know the analytics on when you create 5 turnovers or takeaways in a game. But coaches have always told me, when you create a number that high, your chances of winning probably up over 98%.
Trying to run for it with Pollard. And he's got the first down yardage there as he takes it just across midfield. Gonna run again here with Pollard. Down to about the 45.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
Ball spotted at the 45. Here's a 2nd down and 6. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. Picked off by Pat Surtain. There he goes, right side. And he'll take this across midfield and inside the 45. Well, this is just crazy. He's got 3 interceptions, Charles, and we haven't even departed the first half of this ball game.
I think if you're looking at the stats right now, you're saying, all right, who's the leading receiver? Well, can you flip it around and say that maybe he is and could be for the game the way that things are going right now? I think if it's him, he wants to be on the field at all times.
It'll go as a gain of 4, and it's 2nd down.
A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6 at the 40-yard line.
Off the play fake, here's Burrow. Crossing right, and he hits his man. It's Jones. And he's going to get this inside the 30. He had the touchdown earlier. This one's going to get him a 1st down. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. He can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer.
Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. And it'll be intercepted. Pushing his way through. And the Raiders are going to get possession of the football. And it's time to run out on this first quarter of play. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Second quarter from Vegas. The homestanding Raiders with a football here as they get set to start their drive with a 1st and 10. The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. They got the ball now following a big play, keeping the other guys out of the end zone. Now they'll start deep in their own territory, 1st and 10. They'll run with Pollard to begin the drive. And he works it across the 25 before being tackled. 40 yards rushing for him now on just 6 carries to this point.
I'm okay with the call there. In fact, I actually like it. I know they're down a couple of scores, but the running game worked in that situation. I would continue to go in that direction.
First down, and it's Pollard again. Pat Surtain up to make the play.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. but a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
Second and 5. Firing quickly, but it's incomplete.
With a rookie quarterback out there, you're definitely going to find out how he handles adversity, because this one so far hasn't gone according to plan. He's got to fight through it and show him what he's made of.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. They'll set up to throw. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals' 41-yard line. That's good for 28 yards.
Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half. I like their countenance. I like the way that they haven't panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They were starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. He'll drop to throw. Swinging this out for Pollard. Call it a gain of a yard, and it's 2nd down.
A gain of a yard brings up 2nd and 9 at the Bengals' 40-yard line.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. It's Deonte Banks with it. And he'll take this across midfield and inside the 45.
They'll pick up the 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
On 1, ready?
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And he's got it. Touchdown, Bengals. Julio Jones. His 2nd touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year. And the Bengals are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And it's now 21-0.
21. Raiders nothing. Evan McPherson to kick off for Cincinnati.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. This will be returned from deep in the end zone. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. Well, CD, you kind of feel like they're in a bit of a danger zone right here because now you're down 3 scores, and I know we're in the first half, but the way this offense hasn't been able to generate anything, you feel like they probably need to get something going on this drive, right?
Yeah, and sometimes I overuse that this is an important possession. But I think this has to be the possession where they come up with an answer, because only a few teams in league history have ever come back from a 4-score deficit. And if they don't score here, that's what they could be facing the next time they get the ball.
16-yard line.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Here's a carry for the fullback. This is Andy Janovich. After getting stuffed on 1st down, not much better there. 2-yard gain.
Well, big man with ball met bigger man on the other side of the line. A really nice play for the defense.
The offense on 3rd down, they've been okay. 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 9. They'll look to throw here. He's got his target. That's complete. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. First connection there of the afternoon for those two, and it's good for a first down.
And I don't think there's any question that this offense is going to need to hit on a few more plays like this. It's been a difficult first half for them, to say the least. And I do believe if they want to get back in this game, they need to start right now. It's kind of like making adjustments. If you try and wait until the half, it's probably too late. They need to get going right here.
Here's a running play now with Chark. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41.
Even though positive yardage was gained on that play, I think the defense has to be happy. Obviously, they were prepared for some trick plays coming into the game, and they looked very aware that those could happen on any given down.
2nd and 6. They'll look to throw. And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here.
I hate to say it, Charles, but the way that he has played in this first half, you just kind of hold your breath every time he drops back to pass.
Yeah, you might be holding your breath, but those guys on the defensive side of the ball, they've got big smiles on their faces. He's handing out picks like the people just leave the candy out at Halloween and you take what you want. They're having a blast out there playing against him today.
So after the second down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. Looking to throw. Looking deep for Adams. Oh, had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going.
That's some good closing speed there defensively, because that looked open for a minute. But that's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up, converged on his man, and broke the play up.
They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. And this one will wind up being down just outside of that 20-yard line. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive.
Well, partner, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get it.
Oh, wide open, complete. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. A gain of 32 that time.
There's no doubt in my mind that not many guys in this league have had the impact that he's had here in the first half of the season. He's been a big play guy from the word go and continues to be one with another one right there.
Here we go.
11.
They will throw on first down with Burrow. Flushed out right.
Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time.
On one, ready?
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Burrow on play action. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. The Bengals passing game finding a rhythm. They've got another first.
Let's just call it what it is. This has been a flat-out struggle for this defense all game long. They've really had a hard time slowing them down. And while I'm not big on speeches and guys jumping up and down, they might need their team leader on defense to get in their face right now and light a fire under these guys. They've got to start playing better assignment football and start getting guys on the ground.
He'll be dropped at the 25 after a gain of 6.
Not only did we just see back-to-back nice gains, but we're also seeing the confidence rise, not just for the guy who caught it, but the guy throwing it as well.
And these back-to-back catches here out of the backfield, that can set something up downfield in a later sequence, right?
A lot of the time, it starts to draw the defense closer to the line of scrimmage. So
this time for Smith, and it's intercepted.
Picked off by Patrick Queen. And the Raiders will take over here at their own 14-yard line. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And with a 3-score deficit staring them in the face, they might have to press the issue here and try to get points out of this drive.
Now a play fake here on first down. And he goes down. It's a sack. They get him back at his own 3-yard line. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this first half. Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21.
Running right, it's Pollard.
And he'll push forward here for a good little run as the clock continues to run. The Bengals going to use the second of their timeouts. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime.
How to approach this. 3rd down and 16 yards to go.
They'll set up a throw.
And he'll let this one go deep for Chark.
That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
Trying to get something positive to happen here before the break, and they sure need it. They went for the big one, but it winds up incomplete.
Here's A.J. Cole now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away.
On the return, it's Rodgers.
It's a 45-yard punt and 8 on the return. And the Bengals will take over in terrific field position.
At the 48-yard line.
On 1, ready?
Shut it down, defense.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And that is incomplete. So 17 seconds now on the clock here.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
Here we go, here we go.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Play action. It's Burrow. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Well, so far in this drive, they've done some good work. They force incompletions on 1st and 2nd down, bring up 3rd and 10. That brings up the big question. Do they bring pressure, or do they play coverage on this down?
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. Burrow will throw. Airing it out, looking for Ridley.
And he's got it inside the 10. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. Calvin Ridley in the final seconds of the first half. And the Bengals are able to widen their lead here in this first half. McPherson now for the extra point. Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. It's caught inside the 5, and he gets in. Well, no one was expecting a fake there, but they add 2 more onto their lead. So 6 seconds, all that remains of this first half as the kick is away. Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. They'll throw now on the final play. Looking deep downfield. And oh my goodness, here's a 5th interception. Picked off by Pat Surtain. And he will be brought down on what will be the final play of this first half. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down, 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. The Bengals set to receive. They have the lead and the football to begin quarter number 3. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And he's going to be out of bounds here as the run back will leave him shy of the 20-yard line. The Bengals drive about to get going. And the first half definitely went their way, and this would seem to be a great opportunity to kind of put this game a little closer out of reach with a score here.
Yeah, and it's a wonderful opportunity for them because if they can add 7 more to their lead before the other guys even see the football, that could be the decisive blow in this game. I think that's how they're eyeing it. That's how they're approaching it.
Burrow and the Bengals with a 1st and 10 at their own 18.
11 MT, Tate. 11 MT.
On play action, they'll throw. Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's 2nd down.
And when you've thrown as many interceptions as he has in this one, you definitely start getting a little hesitant to throw the ball out wide because that's prime pick 6 territory. That time, he made sure the only guy who was going to catch it was sitting in the 3rd row.
Here we go.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Now it's Burrow. And that one going to come up short. Low throw.
Well, they approached this drive with a lot of confidence after their last one ended up as a touchdown. But incompletions on their first 2 throws has them huddling up and trying to figure out a big play here on 3rd down to get their momentum going again.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions.
11.
Burrow looking to pass. Forced out to his left. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. So he got 9 yards that time, but he needed 10, and it brings up 4th and 1.
That looked great when he first took off because, in my mind, there was room to run, and he had the marker in his sight. But I certainly didn't expect him to close so quickly, and neither did he. They got to him just in time, and now that forced him to make a decision with his 4th down call.
They'll try it now with Swift, and he won't get there. They stop him a few yards short of the line to gain. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Raiders with the football now in excellent field position. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
They started this drive backed up against the wall by the turnover. But I love their fight. Planted their feet and forced the incompletion on 1st down.
Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, 2nd and 10. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And that's complete to Adams. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be 3rd and less than a yard.
Brings up the 3rd down.
They run straight ahead here with Pollard. And the penetration too strong. He won't make it back to the line of scrimmage. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
Yay, let's go. Yeah, point, fellas. Leave it all on the table, fellas. Show 'em what you got. Come on, let's play like a team.
Still just the 3rd quarter, but they've got to make something happen. I think they know that. They're going for it on 4th. Oh, look at this play call. And he's not going to get there. Might have even lost a yard. He only needed a yard, but he couldn't even get back to the line of scrimmage. And the Bengals will get the football back. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. And the shutout, at least for now, is still intact. Great job by the defense after, Charles, last time this crew was out here, remember, they gambled in their own territory, didn't get it. But the defense held, gave up no points.
And, Brandon, sometimes it all just comes together, and I think the head coach senses it today. His defense, they're absolutely on fire. It doesn't matter where the ball is on the field. When that defense trots out there, no one's moving it, no one's scoring, and he's playing to it right now.
Well, that group's chasing a shutout. Teammates here on the offensive side going to try to provide a touchdown and gain the momentum even more on this series. Now a throw here to his running back. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. Another 1st down there as this one goes for 25. Well, up big, but still not hesitating to take some shots downfield, CD. I guess they really want to hammer home their dominance in this one.
Yeah, that much is apparent, partner. If they keep completing throws like that, they'll keep that gap awfully wide as they've established already.
12.
Throwing now, Burrow on 1st down. And this is going to be incomplete.
And not a common sight, at least on this drive. A momentary setback, though, for this passing game that has been moving well this series. Good thing for them, though. Still 2 more downs to connect and try and pick up another 1st down.
So line of scrimmage still the 39 on 2nd and 10. They go play action with Burrow. He sets to fire deep. And now Burrow going to be intercepted yet again. Picked off by Ashton Davis. And the Raiders are going to have the football here at their own 18-yard line. The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD. And if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over.
Are you saying that you feel like people are starting to think about getting out of here, maybe beating the traffic in order to get home or to their final destination?
Yeah, I don't think there's a whole lot of reason to hang around, especially if they can't score here.
Yeah, you're right about that, because it has been pretty clear who the better team has been in this one. And in a league that we talk about every game being a one-score game.
Over the middle, and there's a diving catch. The pickup goes for 16 and a Raider first down.
And not all spectacular catches are the result of a pass that maybe was not thrown quite right. Sometimes it's thrown in the perfect spot, and you have to just go get it. And he did that right there.
No fear there in the middle of the field. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Now back to throw. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Pat Surtain. And the Bengals are going to get it back here just past the 35.
Well, it certainly felt like he was going to challenge this defense no matter what, and he stepped up and tried to throw it to the outermost edge of the zone coverage, and they were more than ready for it. The problem now is if they are limited in what they're doing throwing the football, they got to figure out how to move it without being able to throw it to the outside.
And down he goes, brought down a Raider sack. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry up. And Burrow going to change the play.
Second down.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Burrow. And that is caught. It's Ridley. That's what we're used to seeing from him right there. Plays like that, why he's number 4 in the league in terms of receiving yardage.
Able to make adjustments all along the way. Doesn't matter where he lines up, where he releases from. Working his way into the secondary, figures out defenses and finds weak spots in order to get open.
Burrow on 3rd down. He's going to get that to his running back out of the backfield. And he is going to have the Bengals first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. Now Burrow. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. It'll be a gain of 5, and it'll be 2nd down.
It appears they found something that's working, and they keep going back to it. I guess you can actually say he has the hot hands now, doesn't he?
Yeah, well, it's one thing to hit your guy out of the backfield once, hit him a couple times. Yeah, you're right. Maybe they're onto something.
And I think a lot of that is simply if you get it to him in space, more times than not, he's going to get more yardage than you expect out of each play.
Open man downfield is Ridley. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. That one covers 29 yards, first down.
Hey, you gotta go score.
And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10.
11.
They're passing here. Joe Burrow to the end zone, but it's incomplete. Well, their passing attack, even though that one was incomplete, has been really sharp in this one. It's resulted in a lot of touchdowns. And it looks like they're not going to stop throwing the football until the very end of this one.
Well, that will certainly make everyone involved on offense pretty happy, because that gives them all a chance to pad their stats a bit. But as far as the actual need, You and I both know they can just run this clock out because this one, it was over a long time ago.
And inside the 5 here before he's out of bounds right at the 3. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
The Bengals on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 3.
11 Thomas.
Now it's Burrow. And this is going to be incomplete. Well, they're up comfortably here, Charles, but that lead certainly not dissuading them from pressing the envelope late. I mean, if anything, with these passes, it's like they're getting more aggressive to try to drive the ball downfield.
And that will certainly lend itself to some post-game questions for that coach, and maybe you and I should attend that press conference and see what he has to say, because someone's going to ask him why he continued to push it. My guess, he didn't like how some of the snaps were run earlier, and he wanted to use that as a chance to clean things up, but he certainly will have some explaining to do.
And he takes it into the end zone. Touchdown, Bengals. DeAndre Swift, his first rushing touchdown of the year. And the Bengals have sewn this one up as they add to their lead here in the 4th. Oh, and now they're going to fake it. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Well, I have to admit, I'm scratching my head a little bit here trying to make sense of what I just saw. Number one, huge lead. Just kick the extra point and be done with it. Number two, if you are going to go for 2, just line up and go for it from the 2-yard line. Why make it so difficult? That's a long way to go to try and pick up some points.
The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. It's been a tough go for them. It's still without any points here in the 4th quarter. And a big deficit, Charles. But they moved the football on some drives. They just haven't had any points.
Yeah, I know it.
And now here's another interception. Picked off by A.J. Terrell. And the Bengals are going to take possession here at their own 16-yard line.
On 1, ready?
Burrow going to lead up the Bengals here, 1st and 10 at their own 16. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And that's out to the flat for Swift. And able to get this across the 20 before going out of bounds. Call it a gain of 6 on the play, and that'll bring up 2nd down. Looked like a pretty good, safe play right there. No, he's had trouble with the interceptions in this game there. Hits his guy out in the flat.
Yeah, so many times we hear quarterbacks and offensive coordinators talk about in your progressions, you're either throwing the touchdown or you're throwing the check down. But earlier in the game, it was touchdown or interception. Now he got to the check down, a nice safe throw, and a good one.
And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. 10 yards there on a Bengal first.
Partner, I have to tell you, just one word keeps coming to mind from watching them this afternoon, and that's impressive. They have been impressive from the opening kickoff, and they haven't let up here even into the 4th quarter.
Now Burrow on 1st down. And that one too wide and incomplete. Well, up big here in the 4th quarter, up really big. That pass and incompletion, I don't think they needed the completion, but Charles, this is an offense right now that they're just having fun. They're clicking on all cylinders.
Here we go. Yeah, you're right. They didn't need a completion. They certainly don't need any more points, but they're not going to turn them down. They're going to continue to run what they have in their playbook, and they still want to run it efficiently.
And he's corralled at the 40, but not before picking up 8. And they're going to hurry back to the line now. Hands it off out of the gun. And he's going to get the 1st down as he covers up after a pretty good shot there. They're able to convert with a gain of 4.
Brandon, when a defense just simply can't get off the field on 3rd down, and we all know how important that down is for both sides of the ball, you often feel like you're just a step behind whatever they're doing offensively.
And one of the differences in this game, no doubt, third down conversion, and that is going to be a story they'll talk about after this one. On 1st and 10, Joe Burrow looking downfield for Jones. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. Julio Jones, 57 yards. And the Bengals continue to run up the score. They lead it big here in the 4th. Extra point by McPherson, up and good, and it is 42-0.
Raiders nothing. Evan McPherson to kick off for Cincinnati.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. He will return this from deep in the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And let's face it, this drive is not going to have any bearing on this game, but it's kind of important for one reason, isn't it?
It certainly is. You got to get points. And, okay, all right, I'm being facetious here. But you get points. You feel a little bit better about yourself as you move on to the next one. I think this offense, specifically this running game, they're going to have to find a way to turn the page because they haven't found a way to run it effectively thus far, and it's cost them.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. That one complete to Trey Tucker. And they work this well upfield across the 45. The catch and run, good for 24 yards.
Nice game there, partner, but you and I both know that won't do anything for the final score. They're not going to win this one. Right now they're playing for pride and fantasy points.
And just to erase that goose egg, nobody wants to be shut out. It'll be a handoff to Pollard. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
We think, Brandon, I like the intensity this defense is showing right here in these first few drives. They're not just holding the line because they're doing their job, but they're doing more than that, aren't they? They're getting a nice push into the offensive backfield.
And a great example right there for the loss on the tackle. Here we go on 2nd and 12. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away. And now it's 3rd.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And he's caught on the sideline, but he's not going to have a first down. They say he was out of bounds. So a big call there that brings up 4th.
Even with such a big lead late, the effort hasn't lapsed one bit. If the offense wants to score some points in this one, they're going to have to earn it. These guys are not giving up anything.
Here's A.J. Cole now as he's on to punt for Vegas. Fair catch called for right around the 11-yard line. It'll be a 39-yard punt, no return. And the Bengals will have a 1st and 10 from deep in their own territory.
Stole him out.
Gun.
The Bengals drive about to get going. They're looking at a third straight win here if they can hold on. And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
Well, at this juncture, CD, you normally see teams pack in the passing game. They've got the huge lead. Not them, though. They're still taking their shots.
I remember reading in past history, there was a college football coach in the Hall of Fame whose nickname was Close the Gates of Mercy. Well, he wasn't really big on that. He was big on going ahead and scoring. He's kind of reincarnated right here. We're watching it in front of us.
And the defense loses him. It's complete.
And he will step out of bounds all the way down inside the 40.
A big play there for Cincinnati. And even 50 yards.
And even with the game seemingly in hand, they're continuing to fire away, pressing the ball down the field. Listen, it's worked all day. No reason to go away from it now.
First down. Here's Burrow.
Still going inside the 20.
And he's all the way down to the 13-yard line. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
First down, Cincinnati.
So the Bengals in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And they have just about put this one on ice as they've got it here, 1st and 10.
Here we go. Here we go.
That one looks like he'll throw here.
And just not enough on the throw there. Down around his feet and incomplete.
They are certainly not letting up on the pressure in this one, and oftentimes you hear this expression, all gas, no break from defenses. But in this case, it's the offense still throwing the football up big in the 4th quarter.
Burrow on play action, eluding the pressure right.
Toward the pylon, but it's incomplete.
Well, you know me, whether you need it or not, I'm going to give a little unsolicited advice. Just throw it downfield out of the pocket, only if you're absolutely sure. Otherwise, use your running ability and try and get those yards a safer way.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
Give them credit for excellent coverage, tight coverage. They're doing a lot of things that we talk about in basketball. They're causing disruptions in the passing game. And as long as that continues, it'll be tough for them to gain any momentum throwing the ball downfield.
Here we go.
And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th. They'll try and throw forward with Burrow. Flush to his right. And it's going to be batted down, and we'll go the other way with the football. The Bengals try it, but it doesn't work out. And the Raider D, they get the football back.
The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. I hate to say it, but at this point, I don't really know that they're playing to win with this deficit in the 4th quarter. They're just trying to erase that 0 on the scoreboard, Charles, and get some type of momentum to carry into the film session tomorrow.
If you get any type of points on the board, it'll count as a moral victory, although no one will talk about that in the post-game press conference. That's not something you mentioned in the NFL. And this loss, it already stings and will for a while, but everyone on that offense knows it'll sting a lot worse if they don't put some points up on the board.
Here's a 2nd and 7. Pressure gets to him, and down he goes. Back at the 4-yard line. Trey Hendrickson in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year.
And you hate to say it with a rookie quarterback. He's done some good things, but overall, looked a little bit overwhelmed back there, hasn't he?
He certainly has, but in his defense, he hadn't had a lot of time to throw the football. You like the way I said that? In his defense.
In his defense. Under pressure, they got him again.
It was Myles Murphy who fired in and got him to the ground.
We all know he's one of the better quarterbacks in the league, but definitely not today. His team trailing by multiple touchdowns, and a late sack, just a parting gift from the defense for him to take back to the locker room with him.
Now a final chance to stop it here as a timeout comes in with 10 seconds left in the game. Here's A.J. Cole now as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. And he's able to get it out quickly, and this is not a bad kick here.
Debit, you call timeout.
Call that a 44-yard punt, 5 on the return. And there'll be time for maybe one final play before we hit triple zeros.
Why you?
I'm one, right?
A very good starting field position from the Bengals here as they come up 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. And they go play action now. Burrow looking deep for Julio. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. And running with power.
To teach him how to squabble.
A late turnover, but it will probably only matter to the statisticians as this ball game is now officially over.